My dear friend, have you ever wondered why our legs seem to be the first part of the body to weaken as we grow older? At 60, 70, or beyond, our minds can still stay sharp. Our hands may still handle many familiar tasks, but the legs, they tell a different story. They show the signs of age most clearly: muscles thinning, bones becoming fragile, blood no longer flowing as freely as before. Perhaps you felt it, those heavy steps in the morning, or that uneasy moment when you need to grip the railing just to step down from your own front porch. That feeling is more than inconvenience. It stirs a quiet fear inside, the fear that our freedom is slowly slipping away. When the legs grow weak, even simple things, a trip to the grocery store, a walk around the neighborhood, or just standing steady to hold a grandchild become challenges. At this stage of life, keeping our legs strong is no longer about appearance. It is about protecting independence, dignity, and the small, everyday joys that make life worth living. And yet, there is good news. Hope is still within reach. We don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines. Strength can be restored. Support can be rebuilt through the most familiar of choices. Everyday foods found right in the kitchen or the local market carry a quiet power to nourish our muscles, protect our bones, and keep the blood flowing smoothly through our legs. On this journey, we will explore 3 key foods. Each brings its own unique benefit, but together, they form a strong foundation to keep our legs steady and resilient. So even as the years pile up, we can continue to walk with confidence and hold on to both our freedom and our joy in living. Muscles are the quiet strength that carry the weight of our legs. In our younger years, we hardly notice them. But as the later decades arrive, every fiber that fades becomes a clear reminder that time does not stand still. Have you noticed how just a few steps on the stairs can leave your legs weary, or how even a simple trip to the store can make them tremble with fatigue? That is the voice of weakening muscles, a silent warning that our independence may be slipping away. The fortunate truth is this: muscles can still be nourished and restored, even well into our 60s and 70s. Among the foods that support muscle health, the first I want to share with you is the egg. Simple, familiar, affordable. Yet one single egg provides the high-quality protein our muscles need to rebuild and to stay strong. Protein from eggs does more than repair worn fibers. It helps slow the natural loss of muscle that comes with age. That means instead of watching your legs weaken, you are giving them the tools to hold on to endurance, to remain steady when standing, reliable when walking, capable when lifting the things you use in daily life. This is not far-fetched. It is a small change with a great meaning. Beyond protein, eggs are rich in vitamin D, vital for absorbing calcium and strengthening bones. When muscles and bones work in harmony, each step becomes more stable. Eggs also supply vitamin B12, which supports the nervous system. It helps the muscles contract with precision, reducing cramps or tremors that so many older adults know too well. Together, these nutrients form a safety net, keeping the legs firm and secure throughout the aging journey. What makes eggs especially practical is how easy they are to include in daily routines. For many older adults in America, preparing a complicated breakfast can feel like a burden. But a boiled egg, a fried egg, or a simple omelet can be added quickly, without fuss. With just a little consistency, you are giving your legs the daily nourishment they deserve. Imagine this each morning. Instead of skipping breakfast or relying only on a cup of coffee, you choose to add an egg. Such a small act. Yet it becomes the first step to protecting your muscle strength, ensuring your legs do not give way to age. And when your muscles are stronger, the difference is unmistakable. You can walk longer without tiring. You can stand firmer when needed. Most of all, you no longer fear depending on others for everyday tasks. Eggs are not a miracle, but they remind us that leg health can be built from the simplest things. They whisper the truth that freedom is not guarded by grand solutions, but by small, wise choices repeated over time. My dear friend, if you are still watching this video, share with me in the comments, how do you usually add eggs to your meals? Because sometimes these small habits become the wisdom that helps us all keep our legs strong. and keep walking with confidence in the years ahead. Next, we cannot overlook another essential foundation, the bones and joints that support our entire body. Bones and joints are the frame that allows our legs to stand firm and move with ease. But as the years advance, bone density begins to decline, and the joints lose their flexibility. Have you ever noticed in the morning that your legs feel heavy and stiff, taking time before they move as they once did? That is the quiet mark of aging bones and joints. Silent, yet deeply affecting every step and every part of daily life. And once the bones weaken and the joints grow less flexible, the risks rise falls, fractures, or even the loss of independence. But this does not mean we must simply accept it. In truth, certain foods carry powerful support for bones and joints, helping slow down aging and preserve mobility. Among them, salmon stands out, a precious gift of nature for our later years. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, well known for their ability to fight inflammation. For older adults, joint inflammation often causes swelling, pain, and stiffness that make movement difficult. Omega-3s in salmon can ease this discomfort, calm the aches, and bring a lightness back to your legs. When the joints are less inflamed, walking becomes smoother, daily activities more comfortable, and the shadow of constant pain begins to fade. Salmon is also an excellent source of vitamin D, a nutrient the body needs to absorb calcium into the bones. Without vitamin D, even calcium intake cannot fully build bone density. This is especially important for older Americans, many of whom spend more time indoors and less time in the sun. Adding vitamin D through salmon strengthens bones, lowers the risk of osteoporosis, and helps guard against fractures, dangers that grow more common with age. Beyond omega-3s and vitamin D, salmon also provides natural calcium, the very bricks that build strong bones. With enough calcium, bones are less brittle, less likely to break, and legs can continue to carry us forward for years to come. What makes salmon even more valuable is how practical it is for daily life. For many older adults in America, preparing balanced meals can feel challenging, especially when living alone. But salmon can be prepared in simple, easy ways. Whether gently baked, simmered, or added to a salad, it can be brought to the table without much effort. And by keeping the habit of eating salmon a few times each week, your legs receive the steady nourishment they need to stay resilient and strong. Imagine this: when your bones are firmer and your joints more flexible, your legs no longer feel heavy. Steps become natural again. Stairs and slopes are no longer met with hesitation. This is not only a physical change, but a renewal of confidence. The quiet belief that you still hold the power to stand tall, to move freely, and to savor each simple moment, whether tending the garden or visiting loved ones. My dear friend, salmon is not a miracle that changes everything overnight, but with consistency and patience, it becomes a steady investment in your legs, in your independence, and in your joy of living. If you are still with me, share in the comments, do you include salmon in your meals? Have you noticed any difference in your joints or your legs after keeping up that habit? Your story may be the encouragement another person needs to keep going. Next, we must speak of another quiet but vital factor for strong legs: the flow of blood that keeps them alive. Blood is life itself. Without it, muscles lack the energy to move. Bones miss the nutrients they need to stay firm. And as the years advance, circulation often weakens. Have you ever felt your legs go numb after sitting too long? Or noticed that cold, heavy feeling in your feet, even on days when the weather is not so harsh? These are the body's warnings, signals that blood is no longer flowing as fully as before. And when circulation is poor, the legs grow heavy, each step feels less steady, and the precious gift of freedom begins to fade. But here's the encouraging part: nature has given us foods that support circulation, helping vessels relax, blood flow freely, and strength return to our legs. Among them, beets stand out as a powerful ally. Beets are rich in natural nitrates. Inside the body, these transform into nitric oxide, a compound that helps blood vessels widen and stay flexible. This allows more oxygen and nutrients to reach the muscles. The result: legs that feel warmer, more agile, less weighed down by fatigue. For older adults, this can mean fewer episodes of cold, tingling feet and more confidence with each step. Beets also provide strong antioxidants that guard vessel walls against aging. When the vessels keep their elasticity, blood flows more easily, lowering the risk of high blood pressure or poor circulation conditions so common in later years. And with vitamins and minerals that support the heart itself, beets indirectly protect the very foundation of leg health. What makes beets especially practical is their simplicity. For older adults in America, meals are often kept light, easy, and realistic. Beets fit right into that rhythm. Whether added to a salad, cooked gently, or blended into a juice, they can become part of the weekly routine without trouble. And with steady use, they quietly support your circulation from within. When blood flow improves, legs no longer feel so heavy or easily tired. Each step becomes lighter, warmer, more alive. And beyond the body, there is peace of mind. You rise from a chair without hesitation. You walk a little further without fear. And with every step, your sense of independence grows stronger. My dear friend, beets are not an instant cure, but they are a steady, realistic choice. With patience and consistency, they nurture your legs from the inside out. Each time you add them to a meal, you are offering your body the care it truly deserves. And when you support your circulation, you are also protecting your freedom, the freedom to move, to enjoy, to live fully in each simple, meaningful moment. If you are still with me, tell me in the comments, have you tried adding beets to your diet? And after some time, did you feel any difference in your legs? Your experience may become the encouragement someone else needs to keep moving forward. My dear friend, after exploring the keys to healthy legs, muscles, bones, and the flow of blood, one truth becomes clear: the strength of our legs does not depend on a single factor, but on the harmony of all three. When the muscles are nourished, the bones supported, and the blood flowing freely, our legs can truly carry us forward and preserve our freedom in the later years of life. At this stage, our legs are not just a way to move from one place to another. They are symbols of independence, of the ability to care for ourselves, and of the simple joys that make each day meaningful. To lose that strength is to lose part of our freedom, but to preserve it is to preserve dignity, confidence, and the happiness found in each moment we live. And the important lesson to remember is this: change does not come from distant or complicated solutions. It begins with small, steady habits: a nourishing breakfast, a wise food choice, a little daily care for the body. Quiet actions repeated with patience build the foundation for legs that will keep walking with us. Believe this: no matter how many years have passed, the body still holds the power to recover when treated with care. What we need is not hurry, but patience, and the faith that every small step adds up to something great. Strong legs bring not only comfort in movement, they open the door to living fully, enjoying family, friendship, and the peace that comes with a steady heart. If you are still watching this video, share with me in the comments, what do you do each day to keep your legs strong? And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Life Wisdom so we can continue this journey together, caring for our health, holding on to our strength, and protecting our freedom with every step we take.